RadioLab.
Latif.
Lulu.
Crabs.
Hi.
Hello. So on to our next layer of the crab cake, our next crab story. We are here with this Harvard crab scientist, Dr. Joe Wolf.
Am I allowed to say any, swear words?
Oh.
I should not do that, right?
You can.
Okay.
And she probably should, because she recently uncovered something effing bonkers about crabs that I have been dying to talk about on the radio. So excited about this, Joe.
Yeah, awesome.
So the whole thing starts with this kind of dry scientific crafting project.
Okay.
Joe, along with her colleagues Heather Brackham-Grissom and
Hello. Oh.
Javier Luque, wanted to take all the crabs in the world and just make a massive crab family tree.
The crab tree of life.
So to actually build this crab family tree, they're not taking photos and scrapbooking. They're taking DNA. They sequenced the DNA from hundreds of different crabs.
Dungeness crabs.
Snow crabs.
The coconut crab.
Huh.
They've got
Chesapeake Bay blue crabs.
porcelain crabs.
They look more like a lobster.
Are lobsters crabs?
No, lobsters are not crabs.
Okay.
Lobsters are lobsters.
Okay, sorry. There are hairy crabs, mud crabs, tree crabs.
Trees? They're tree crabs?
Yeah.
What? In my head, crabs go with water. You're telling me crabs can live in trees?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So they're putting all this data into some super powerful computer. And when they're done, they press a button and they're watching this computer build this tree. Branches and branches and crabs and crabs. And
It would have been great if I was like that, but no, it was less dramatic. It was more like
You put all your data in, you press a button, and you wait
for a pretty long time.
for months.
Whoa.
The computer takes a while to do its thing.
And then you get the email, and it's like, your analysis is finished.
And it is shortly after that that they realize crabs have evolved 5 separate times.
What does that mean?
Like on 5 completely different branches from creatures that are not crabs. 5 different times, the crab form has evolved. It's like, bloop, here's a crab over here. Bloop, here it is over there. Bloop, whoa, way over there.
And the thing that you're saying, and it's the body shape is what we're talking about. So it's like this body shape came up again and again.
A pancake with 10 legs, at least two of which have pinchers. Yeah, exactly.
That these multiple different lineages that start from things that are kind of different turn out to look kind of the same. That's just weird, right?
This is why I called Joe, because when she published that paper, the internet freaked out.
Creatures that are not related to crabs are eventually evolving into crab-like shapes.
People were making TikToks.
So we're talking like shrimp and lobster and other crustaceans. All of them are evolving into similar forms.
There were
Be hurtful, I could be purple, I could evolve into a crab.
songs.
I could be crab, I could be crab.
It seemed to open this speculative trap door.
My first thought is when am I going to be a crab? You know, when are wolves going to be crabs, right?
I mean, literally tens of thousands of likes and comments.
Everything is slowly turning into a crab.
That were converging around a pretty similar interpretation, which was honestly the one that I had, which was basically, does evolution want a crab? Is it just right for life?
What this also means is that statistically speaking, there are space crabs out there somewhere in the universe.
I think crabs might be Mother Nature's favorite shape.
I mean, it's such a surprise to me that it became a meme.
Okay, not to denigrate the scientists who put a lot of. I think it's super fascinating, sort of the evolutionary tree that they're building. The crab appearing 5 times, I don't know. I don't see it as a profound thing. 5 times out of how many times? Out of how many things that have been created? Is it so crazy that bats fly and birds fly and they figured out how to do that separately, or giraffes have long necks but also brachiosauruses had long necks, or worms are long and stringy and snakes are long and stringy. You're oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. With the crabs, I don't know, it doesn't seem so much crazier than all the other stuff.
Okay, but you're talking about a neck, or a wing, like one body part, one nifty adaptation. With the crabs, it's like this whole complex situation. You've got multiple limbs, some of which have pinchers and a little pancake body and googly eyes, and you often walk sideways. It's like a very bizarre beast that keeps rising from the ocean again and again and again and again and again.
Right.
And so inaccurate, wild speculations aside about what that means for all life, where all life is heading, a real scientific question remains, which is, why does it keep reappearing? Like, what does the crabby shape actually help you with? What does it give you?
Yeah, right. So what is it good for?
So Javier Luque has thought a lot about this, and he said that scientists think a very important clue lies in this one moment about 100 million years ago.
It was a world that was warming up. It became really, really hot. The temperature of the globe rose several degrees. The poles melted. So it raised also the sea level several hundred meters. And those floodings also made very shallow seas that can get into the land.
It was a moment that looked eerily like the one we're entering now. And like now, a bunch of species began dying off.
Some lobsters and shrimp dwindled.
Because they just couldn't survive all that change. But crabs,
they radiated and bursted all over the world.
And scientists think that that goofy, leggy, complex body shape is what allowed crabs to MacGyver their way into surviving.
They can use their body as a Swiss Army knife with a bunch of different tools.
So the legs, they can scuttle on land, of course, but they can also swim or fight or grab prey.
Some of those legs grab a sea urchin, an anemone, and just use them as hats. And camouflage themselves.
Whoa! And that sleek little pancake body, it helps them hide from predators way better than, say, lobsters with that big honking tail to grab. And then there are all these subtler parts we don't really see, like these incredible gill-like things that allow them to breathe in both air and water, which lets them live like anywhere. They can live underwater. They can live on beaches. They can live in marshes. They can live in rocky shores. They can live in trees. So that,
how do they climb the tree? That's the thing I don't understand.
I don't know, dude. If you've got 10 legs, it makes it a little easier, right?
But
and
they're so
like
little, they can't
clip.
hug the tree. They don't, how do you get purchase on
but if you weigh
there?
nothing, you just how do beetles climb trees? Why does every bug climb a tree? Because it has 100 legs and it weighs nothing. I don't know. Sorry.
That's good. No, it's a good argument.
I'm angry at you, but I actually don't have, I'm duh, but I don't know why.
Okay, keep going.
But let me just lay on the grand point here. The scientists think that what the crab body plan actually gets you, the reason it keeps evolving again and again, is that its niche, the thing it is particularly good at, is change. Upheaval. Chaos. Which Javier thinks will give crabs an edge in whatever world we humans are making for all of us.
If we keep the world as we're going, we are going to be gone from here in a not so distant future. But crabs might start becoming more creative and using things and playing with sticks. Who knows? Give enough time, they might become the next us.
So give enough time, we probably won't become crabs. We'll more likely become obsolete and the crabs will keep surviving.
Exactly.